Hello and welcome to another episode of Baggers Chat. Coming off the back of a win, there's 2 wins in a row. I'm starting to get used to this feeling. How are we, boys?
Go the
Feeling great, mate.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Good game. Good game to be out, was it?
Oh, mate. 12,000 felt like 72,000, mate, when it was absolutely rocking. Absolutely
love footy again, mate. You play every week, you win every week. Should be loving it anyway.
Love watching footy. Love watching footy.
All right.
Even better with a win. Go the Baggers.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You two were there. We unfortunately couldn't make it. I'm obviously up in New South Wales, and Jack, you were working, weren't you, Jack?
Fortunately.
Tell us a story, Speechley, and then here's some vision as well.
Sends it wide. Casbolt can't
Levi! Fucking big man. Fuck, I love you, Levi. Fuck. Go, Levi. Fucking kick it. Cripper! Fucking come on, boys. Go, Walshy! Get it! Walshy! 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 Fucking hell! Fuck, I love you. Come on, Baggers. Fuck, it's 3 a.m. Fuck, wake the whole house up. Fuck. Baggers.
So I had work until midnight on Saturday night. So I cannot watch replays knowing the result. Like it's impossible. Like I find it boring. So I did it a few weeks after the Giants game, so that was a little bit annoying. So he got home close to 1 o'clock in the morning, started watching it, and man, while she kicked that goal, it was about 3 a.m. and I couldn't hold it in. You guys will see it. It was exciting for sure.
Exclusive footage.
And I quote,
exactly.
Walshy, I love you.
I do. Oh man, I love him.
It's hard not to. That bloke is next level. All right.
We've got him, boys. We've got him.
All right, so we'll start off there. We'll start off with our best moments of the game. We'll go with Jack then. What was your best moments? We know one of them.
Yeah, well, she's goal, but I mean, Levi's grab leading up to that goal. Come on, that was even better than the goal. Come on,
The big jukes.
Even better.
yeah, mate. But no, in all seriousness,
Levi of old.
I did love the battle between TDK and Sean Darcy. That was a very interesting battle. Two completely different types of ruckman, and I think Sean Darcy probably got the better of him, but it was definitely a good challenge for Tom. I think he did pretty well.
Yeah, I think it was good for, especially in that matchup in the last quarter, Levi to chop him out a bit, like just to help him out. I think Levi played a big part when he went into the ruck, just to body it. The big fella up. What's his name? Sean Darcy.
What's his name?
He didn't have such big an impact in the last quarter as he did in the previous games.
Yeah.
Levi had a big role in the last quarter on him.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. What was your best moment of the game, Dash?
Oh, there's a few. I've got just his name, Jack Silvani, mate. Take a bow, son. Take a bow. He had plenty of moments. That goal from the boundary, and you know how much it means to him when he kicks the goal. Like he just, there's nothing else I can say about him. He just had a great game. He needed a big game as well.
We did call for it in our preview.
Yeah, he's always going 100% every week. We know that. But he definitely picked it up and showed why he's still on our list.
Beautiful. Oh, you didn't have Sam Walsh's goal there. What was your exact reaction to Sam Walsh's goal? Of course, you were there. So how'd you react?
Oh mate, I was just not expecting it. I thought it was actually out. I thought it was just a bit of a 50-50 ball in the forward half, and then I just saw Bearvam give it to him. I was like, oh fuck. I just see the snap of my eyes. He's kicked this, hasn't he? And then literally stood up as soon as he kicked it. Literally ran down the stairs and he's bloody going off, mate. But no, it was great. It was great. It was a great vibe. Great vibe.
It's been great to be there. Mitch, what was your best moments, mate?
I reckon the Mackay and Pearce battle. I reckon Pearce is a gun of a defender, but for Harry Mackay still to walk out with 3 goals, that just shows why he's leading the Coleman. And also, I mean, I just have to say Paddy Dow's performance. Paddy Dow, past fortnight, I reckon he's starting to find some confidence. And it puts a smile on my face because, I mean, I know that I have put a lot of shit on him, but I really hope that he starts to prove me wrong because he's like, I love Paddy Dow. And I feel like I'm one of the guys that I just expect so much more. And that's why I just want him, like, that's why I'm just get so angry at him.
21.
21. Same age as well.
Yeah, 22 in December.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so much expectation on him, though. Yeah, I think Paddy Dow's, first quarter, he's literally, the last few weeks, literally like growing in front of our eyes. Like, he's just become all class. But, I mean, some players take a bit longer to develop, I would have thought, than some other players. But without going too early, though, it has only been a few weeks. Obviously, we need to string a few more games together, but he's certainly on the right track. I had, obviously, Sam Walsh's goal, best moments. Then I had our first quarter as a whole. I think our first quarter was obviously exceptional. And off the back of, I also had Tom de Koning's goal as well, where I think it's spilled out the back in the goal square, and I think it was the goal square, and he slotted it through. That was pretty impressive. But yeah, just our first quarter in general. I can't remember what was the exact score of the first quarter. Stats, man, or was it?
4-2, 26 to 4 behinds.
Yeah, it's 26 to 4. Like,
good stats, man.
Yeah, if you
No worries.
if you string a few quarters like that together, it's hard. You really do become hard to beat. Like, Collingwood is exceptional in the first quarter. And I'm not saying we only played one quarter of footy, but I think our first quarter obviously is a lot better than the next three. But obviously there's a few issues that happen. Cripps potentially, obviously getting injured. We'll wait and see what happens there. But yeah, all right. So moving on to our worst moments of the game. Go with Jack. What did you have, mate?
I don't like singling players out, but I think the real main negative from the game was just Jack Martin's finishing ability. Once again, like last week, he kicked, what was it, 2 or 3 behinds that were very, very gettable. And then obviously that fumble in front of goal, and then the missed handball to Eddie. It's disappointing to see. Honestly, it's pretty much the only negative to take out of the game, other than blowing another 28-point lead.
Yep. All right. Dash, what do you have, mate?
Yeah, I had Jack Martin, but I also had I just talked high of him before about his last quarter, but Levi's first 3 quarters, what the fuck were they? Seriously, what were they? Like, sorry, but really, like, yeah, it was just like, considering
he doesn't look like
he did not do anything.
Sometimes when he gets the ball,
just got in the way all the time.
He doesn't even look like a footballer. He looks like he genuinely, and without being too harsh on him, I know it sounds extremely harsh on him for someone that's not being harsh, but sometimes he just generally doesn't look like he's ever seen a ball before. He just looks so out of place sometimes, and he just, like, the way he tries to handball. I don't know, but the last quarter obviously was exceptional. But yeah, you need to play more than one quarter, especially when you've been brought back in to the team.
At least he backed it up in the last quarter, because he's had games where he's just gone 4 quarters straight with nothing.
Exactly right.
It's a goodish sign that he can hopefully back it up this week against Geelong.
Does that keep him in next game?
I think it has to.
Yeah, it should.
I don't think TDK can. Who takes the ruck? We're gonna have to put Harry in there if Levi doesn't play. I don't think you want to do that. No, not at all.
Personally. Yeah. All right. Beautiful. All right. Mitchy boy.
So I mean, I feel like there's not been worse moments, but I had just not gaining the momentum from the first quarter, because I don't think we've done that many times this year, actually scoring really well in the first quarter and then actually following on. I don't think we've actually done that in the first quarter. Started well, but but also, I mean, I also commented this, and this isn't really a worse moment, but it's also it's good to win ugly, because Fremantle had their chances, but at one stage where they start, I think they hit the front. at the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
a little bit.
This is it. And then we actually found our own, and Walshy, fuck me. But I reckon worse.
Yeah, he's a very
just
good.
Not following on.
Yeah, exactly. That's an exceptional point, because a lot of the time the Blues, like, they would just let that slip away and drop their heads and let the other team kick away. But actually, it was a gritty win. Like, you're exactly right. I had down was Liam Jones kicking. And also, I think it's best to say they're not necessarily worst moments of the game. What we're saying, there's probably just room for improvement. Needs to be improved in the game. It's probably a better way of phrasing it.
I think apart from those kicks, he is pretty exceptional, really.
Yeah, I love Liam Jones, but 17 points down in the third quarter. I think he tried to kick it to, was it Willow? I think it was on Newman.
Yeah,
and the kick was there. He was right. What's that? Yeah, the kick was there, but he kicked it way too like. Brady Brayshaw was there. He kicked it way too short, straight to Brayshaw on the chest almost. Like things like that. And I don't want to just single out one player because it happens to a few, but it's sort of their moments as well. Kicks that goal, makes it 11 points, I think it was. So yeah, I don't want to see. Yeah, like I love Liam Jones, but his kicking ability sometimes his intercept marking is phenomenal. It's exceptional, but I think his kicking needs a bit of work sometimes.
I love Liam Jones a lot more when he gives off the little handballs.
Yeah, exactly
right.
The
ball.
Yeah, give the handball to Wiedering or something, kick up the line. Well, then again, yeah. Weed is good though. All right, before we talk about best player, I'm going to the top 3 players now. So, Daff, top 3 players, mate. Who'd you have?
I've gone pretty much off like impact. I don't I usually have Walshy as my first, but I decided to not have him as my first this week. He had a great game, like 100% had a great game. I've got Sauce as my number 1. I think his impact on the game was pretty big. One of his tackles, the tackle in the last quarter on the wing where he took that guy down, it didn't count as a tackle.
Yep.
Why not?
You're kidding, right?
No, didn't count as a tackle. Apparently that doesn't count as a tackle.
You're kidding.
Because I think
Axel Varney, 0 tackles. What?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There must be something like if they hit a pass or I don't know, get rid of it. It must not count. But I think Sauce was great. He had 2 goals, numerous pressure attacks. Yeah, that's nuts though, that tackle thing. And then I've got number 2. I think I had to put a defender in, and it was Jacob Wiedering. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. He's just like, just the big fella down back. He's going to take it. That one-hander, like, come on.
Yeah, I know when he did that. Clutch, mate. Clutch win.
And I think the defense as a whole was like very good considering the amount of clearances we actually lost. They held their own pretty well, like Stockard, Jones.
Inside 50 count.
Yeah. They'll just kept blasting it in. So obviously the more time to get it in, the more fragile the defense probably should be. Number 3, I've got Walshy. If I had a 4th, I'd probably have Dow, but Walshy, Jesus Christ, man. The guy runs everywhere. Gets a touch at half back and then runs forward and kicks a goal. It's like, come on, man. Like, seriously. I thought
he was a 20-year-old doing that.
Game. Like, I'm not trying to be harsh, but some of these decisions, I don't know, there's a few that were just a bit off. There was one instance where he was on the wing. He had a bit of space going forward. I don't know if you remember. And he kind of went back. I don't know. That's just me being picky. But, I think he had a great game.
As always.
Decisions that he usually doesn't do. Doesn't like.
Yeah. He had some off moments, you reckon?
Yeah.
All right. Beautiful. All right. Top 3. Jack, what'd you have, mate?
Very, very similar. I did have Walshy as my number 1, but I think purely just because of that goal at the end, just steal the deal. Couldn't have anyone above him. And then I did have Wiedering and Paddy Dow as my number 2 and 3. But I did want to give a shout out to a game went a little bit under the radar was Nick Newman. He was very, very good. He had 24 touches, 23 of those were kicks, 11 marks, and he went at 84%.
Yeah.
So he was very, very good. I think that went under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, he was fantastic. He was
fantastic. Cripps, 23 disposals on 1 league.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also phenomenal. Love that man.
How about when he got the mark and he kicked it on his left?
Oh, what a left foot.
I was like, his foot must be like bad.
Yeah.
He actually ended up well. Didn't we kick a goal out of it? I think we kicked a goal out of it.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Yep.
Was it Harry or someone?
Yeah. Yeah, Harry the banana, I think.
Usually you take a mark and you got time, you usually go on your preferred foot. And he goes on his left foot. Crib is great at times. So,
what a bloke. Oh. Yeah, it was good. All right, Mitch, who'd you have, mate?
Nick Newman's performance didn't go under my radar. I had him best on ground. I reckon he was spectacular.
Oh, damn.
I feel like that was kind of the game that he kind of needed, just because he got dropped a couple of weeks ago, and now I think he's kind of earned his spot. I think his spot is now like he's found that spot in the back line, and I think he was spectacular. Sam Walsh also second best on ground. I reckon he was also that's just a Walshy thing that he does all the time. And Paddy Dow, third best on ground, and also a special mention to Jacob Weitering, as we've also mentioned. Jacob Weitering was just clutching that last quarter, and Jack Silvani as well. I reckon that's the best game he's played this year, Jack Silvani. Or if not, maybe even his best game he's played. Is that a big call? What do you reckon?
Melbourne game 29, ain't he? It's pretty good.
Yeah, he played well in that game.
19,
but I reckon
10
that's a
tackles that game. But...
Yeah. I think one of you boys actually put him for a big game last week.
Was it me? I don't know.
Yeah, I had him for a big game.
Yeah, I think,
And I think...
The stats man had him.
He knows all of them, mate.
Man.
Gotta say, I think it's a good sign that we're trying to pick top 3 players, and we're picking our top 3 players with 2 or 3 special mentions. I know some weeks, like a few weeks back against GWS or West Coast, we literally couldn't get to 3. Outside Cripper and Walsh were like, and then now we've got Walsh, Silvani, like, without giving my list away. And we've got all these special mentions as well, which I think is a really great sign. And it really just shows how well pretty much most of the teams, not all the team, actually played together. And it was good to see.
Sure. It's a good call. I like it.
Touching on that, I had Walsh, number 1, 25 disposals, obviously a goal, not just any goal. Bloody one of the best goals of the game. 8 marks and then 8 tackles as well, which is just phenomenal. I had Kennedy as well. Bam Bam. 22 disposals, kicked a goal, and he also laid 6 tackles as well, which I thought was pretty good. And then I had Silvani in at number 3. 2 goals, obviously, with 19 disposals and 9 marks. And just again, his ability just to give 100% all the time. Even just like the little 1%ers, like the pressure acts, and just his presence in the team. Stats man. I read it the other day, but my memory is terrible. How many games have we won and lost with and without Jack Silvani on the spot?
On the spot, I think.
Oh, you got him on the.
I think we've only won. I think we
won.
won 5
I read it an
out
hour ago, and I can't remember it.
I think they counted. I saw on Channel 7
the Gold Coast
5 and 3, so they would have taken the games where he got subbed out.
Yeah. I think just his presence in the game, even when he's not having high stats, which he did though, 19 disposals. I mean, I think 1 or 2 of us apparently called that last week, which is a good call by us. Even when he doesn't have the high disposal games, just his presence in the team is phenomenal. And then I also had Paddy Dow.
He might as well coach the team.
Might as well. Reckon that's what they'll find in the external review. Paddy Dow, his first quarter in particular was phenomenal. But
11 disposals, I think, at quarter time.
How much confidence?
Yeah, something like that. He was on.
Fuck me.
Which is good.
It's oozing.
And without obviously a player going down and a player of such presence like Cribs going down is not good, but I think the ability for the rest of the team to actually sort of stand up, and we actually have a few players that could come in and play that position was good. We had in the midfield obviously Kennedy and all that, and Dow obviously as well, as we've just been speaking about, just the ability for one bloke to go down and more step up, which is good. Like you look at our injury list, and it's quite outrageous. Obviously Doherty out as well for the rest of the year now, and Cripps could be out for we don't know how long. He could be back next week. We don't know. But just the ability for the other blokes to stand up, I think, is a good sign for the future.
Yeah, I've got a question. We've got a guy on the twos named Will. Wait, is Will Setterfield injured?
1 week, I think.
Yeah,
is he?
is.
Yeah.
But
hand injury.
My thinking. I don't think he gets a game.
No.
I agree.
I agree.
I don't know what his role is. I don't think he's big enough to be an inside mid. I think Kennedy can take that role. They seem to be playing him on the wing. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I don't think he's the way we're playing now.
Yeah. I reckon Kennedy's earned that role as well.
Yeah.
I reckon he's
I also
Will Setterfield's had many chances. Kennedy's come in, bang.
Until Ed Kerno maybe
that's a good call.
Retires or whatever, like a year's time, whatever. Then Setterfield may be able to come in, and then play a midfield role, and then Kennedy or someone can take that Ed Kerno, clearance, hard nut kind of role. I don't see Setterfield going in.
Yeah, good call.
That's a good call. I do like it.
When does his contract end? Jack, stats man, knowledge man, everything man. When does it end?
He's the man.
You're putting me on the spot here. You're putting me on the spot. Are you talking Will Setterfield?
Yeah.
When does Will Setterfield's contract end?
How much is he getting paid?
This season. Comes out of contract this season.
Yeah.
That's the information I have. So
all the sources, mate. The sources.
He's got sources. Trust me, bro.
See, whilst I was Googling, he was bloody messaging.
Yeah, I was just getting on all the sources, mate.
I think he'll re-sign. I think he'd re-sign.
Yeah, I do. I think we need him to as well.
Maybe 2 years.
Oh no, he wouldn't be on a massive deal anyway. I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah.
Trying to pull up the VFL. Did anyone watch the VFL?
No, I didn't.
I tried to watch it.
Just
I did
signed up
watch
for
the
my
last
Northern Bull
quarter.
Ants. Just watch the got my Northern Bull Ants membership.
Up the bullies.
The boys.
2 in a row though.
And our boys from Preston.
All right, I'll watch bits
92.
and pieces of it. We'll go through like just the top sort of few disposal getters. Obviously, we did lose to Coburg by what was it,
37 points.
7 points. Carroll did have. This is going off the Footy Live website as well because my VFL app isn't working. 23 disposals, 16 kicks, 7 handballs, 7 marks, 6 tackles. So he seemed like he was
solid. That's very solid.
shining light.
That's very, very good game from Carroll.
More good news. Kemp, 21 disposals, 14 kicks. Yeah, 3 marks and 4 tackles as well. And then we'll go the next one more. We'll go Ramsey, 20 disposals for 11 kicks and 9 handballs, 3 marks and 2 tackles. So a few shining lights in the summer.
Honey kicked a couple of goals as well. He
Honey
played
kicked 2
a
goals
very
as well,
similar game to what always does.
I reckon we should start to wrap it up, Sammy boy.
Yeah, it's
That
good.
is,
Just
yeah.
a great episode, boys. All right, how do we feel? We're all good.
Yeah, love it.
Yep, that was
12 and 10.
Good to get
Very
a win.
good.
All
Blues
right.
are back, baby.
Blues are
See you
back,
next
well and truly. And as always, go the mighty Blues.